Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Ask to My Ox. This right here is my beautiful wife,
And this right here is my amazing debonair husband, Ayize.
So we sitting back, kicking it on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and as we're walking, we just got the experience of walking through the African American History Museum. Is that what it's called?
The African American Museum
of History.
The Museum of African American History and Culture in D.C.
So of course you can't tackle a whole museum in a single day, really. I mean, it's going to take time after time after time to really get through it all because there's so much in there. But one of the things that I wanted to lift up is in reference to not just my experience going to the museum, but just the experience that we as black folks have in life. More specifically, that you may be having right now in your life. And the question that I have is, why are we addicted to dysfunction? Why are we so addicted to dysfunction? So we, like I said, experienced a wonderful time in the museum, and we saw so many achievements, accomplishments, but in the midst of that, what I want to lift up is that to get to those achievements and accomplishments, there's a whole host of people that are stuck. A whole host of people that can't get beyond themselves, engage in self-sabotaging behavior, and are to some degree addicted to dysfunction. And so the question is, why? Why do we find ourselves in a space where we say we're going to do one thing, but then we end up kicking our own selves in the butt and not coming through or following through with what it is that we say we're going to do? And again, I'm not speaking, that I'm from a space where I've always overcome and always pushed through and always been on the other side where I'm just like 100% on point. No, even myself. And I know for a fact that you sometimes get stuck. And sometimes, we find ourselves in this pattern where this habit of behavior, this pattern of behavior where you're like addicted to dysfunction. And so, baby, what would you say are some of the reasons why we find ourselves in that space?
Well, I mean, there's a multitude of reasons, and over time we want to kind of open this series up a little bit more and talk about this being stuck, whether it's being stuck in relationship, being stuck in our family life, managing love, managing children, managing career goals, just wanting to move yourself forward. And I think the reason that this kind of came out for us today is because our people have done so much. They have overcome so much with way more to push through, with way more to come through, with way more on their plate, and with way more obstacles and barriers in their way and on their path. And yet, when you walk around the museum, you see so many accomplishments and amazing miracles that have happened in our midst and in our history. So I think if I were to pick one thing, Ayize, to really lift up in terms of what gets in the way, for us, there's lots of stuff. And this one right here, sometimes when I hear it, I'll be like, oh yeah, but it's real talk. And it's mindset. There is a certain mindset. Everything that we do, whether it's the strategies that we use, whether it is the practices that we engage in to keep ourselves focused and on point, whether it's the education that we're getting, or the people that we choose to be around, or the places we go to network, or who we look to start to talk more deeply about some of our innermost feelings and emotions so that we can get unstuck. Whatever it is, you have to have a certain mindset to put you in the right place, to put you in the space that you need to be in, so that when you start to go off a little bit, you can get back on track. And so I would just say, for me, for you, I know for our family, we're always trying to find ways to reinforce our mindset, a mindset of continuing to persist, to not sit down and just give up, to make sure that you do also take breaks, that you give yourself some self-compassion, that you listen to what's being spoken to you, and you also listen to what's not being spoken by the people in your family or the people that you love and care about. There's so many different things, but the overarching piece is your mindset.
And so I agree. I think the mindset is absolutely critical. What I would say is that in addition to the mindset, I think that it's important to take action. We watched Ava DuVernay's film, I think it's 28.
August 28.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta
here in
see
the
that.
African American History Museum. And in this film, I think the first short film that she did in here, on that particular film, was about Berry Gordy and him starting Motown with like $800. And so that's significant right there. And again, it's not just having a particular mindset, having a vision, but also taking action. And so I think that it's important that in addition to the mindset, that you have a plan and then you act on that plan. Far too often we get the motivation, we get the inspiration, but we aren't moving, we aren't acting, we aren't putting one foot in front of the other and following through. If you shoot a jump shot and you don't fully follow through, then you decrease the chances that you'll be able to make it. And so again, you want to follow through on the plans that it is that you're making, and you want to act on that mindset that you have. Don't just talk about it.
Right.
Walk it how you talk it.
Walk it like so.
Yeah.
We hope that this has been of help to you guys. We just wanted to come to you very, very briefly and talk to you about this ever-evolving subject that keeps coming up for us in our lives, about how to get unstuck, how to recognize that you are stuck, how to continue to move forward, master your mindset, and take action in all things, at all times, in every way possible. But you're not going to be able to do any of that stuff if
You don't stop playing, y'all. Start pushing.
Peace, y'all.